Hello, traders. Welcome to the Doge crazy pump stream, where Elon Musk changed his, Twitter logo to the Doge logo, and it went up 30% within 20 minutes earlier today, and it's still elevated. It's still up 21%, and I don't know, I've been catching some bids in the past few minutes. But just looking at the daily here, right, it's all the higher lows. Someone's been accumulating Doge for a while, and the second low got put in. You're like, all right, You'd think the target was 9.1 cents based on what it's been doing. It hit that. Now it's trying to break it. It broke the supply line going back to December of last year. And again, you're now above, like 9.1 cents is a big area. Above that is 10.6 cents. It got to 10.4 cents before pulling back. So that's it, man. Crazy stuff. It's Doge, and this is what happens. This is why, like, someone could just own a little bit just because there's that offshoot chance this multi-billionaire is gonna tweet about it or not, do something. That's one thing that's certain. Eventually, something. He will talk about Doge. He'll do something with Doge. And yeah, okay, this happens. No other crypto really has this type of advantage. Okay, you know, you'd think, hey man, but ICX is up 14% today, so that means that nothing. Just your random crypto, right? I mean, the weekly double bottom here. Okay, nice. Still a long way to go, but there's a lot of upside if it's truly bottoming here, chat. That's it. Bitcoin's been scamming all day, right? Got as low as 27,237. Just retested 28K before now falling back below it. So, talking about a 3% swing from the lows on Bitcoin. They just, good luck, man. This beast is ridiculous up here. Huge swings in price. So that's your Doge, man. Congrats. I wish I had a sound clip of Doge or something, but I don't. So I can just
Is this your homework, Larry?
I don't know, anything else? Anything else appropriate? Maybe just.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
That's it. Okay, let's go to the corn. Hey, looking great news on Doge, breaking back above that 200-week moving average. You think like this is it on the weekly? This is where way higher prices in time, way higher. Just like XRP. Let's go to ICX for Bitcoin because I guess it earned it by being up 15% today on nothing. Immediate follow through on the bullish engulfing candle last week, and my God, you're breaking resistance here back from January 2019 on ICX. Anything above this 29.65 level equals eventually 46 cents. So that means like ICX is attempting a massive breakout right now. I know no one cares about ICX, but there's like 48 to 50% upside on ICX above this key level that it's in the midst of breaking right now. Okay. What else? I mean, let's just knock out Bitcoin real quick. I mean, it's a big nothing burger. I mean, look at the weekly. Nothing happened, man. Nothing except a 3% swing intraday. I mean, this is nothing happening after that insane bullish engulfing candle in mid-March. Sitting sideways. This is like Paul Wallen, right? The Paul Wall pattern, the rectangle. Oh, is it double topped? Is it confirmed the top? Again, it's not a confirmed top till the price falls below 26,700 with confirmation. Oh, is chat broken? Good old turd nuggets outro. Yeah, you're right. It is broken. I don't know. Sometimes, dude, you can't develop a muscle memory for something that only breaks very rarely. But yeah, I can refresh the cache. The cache. See what happens. Don't know if this is gonna work. Probably not. This is how it goes, man. This is the stupidity of live streaming sometimes. Just, hey, everything breaks, man. There's nothing you can do about it. You're gonna sit there, you're gonna take it like you're gonna eat bugs. All those things, right? All the Project 2030 You're gonna do all that. Nothing can be done. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Here's the swing. Oh no, we were screwed, and then we were kind of okay again. But again, it was like it hit 28K again off the 27.2 low, and that heart line, right, the midpoint of this rectangle, that is the battleground. Clearly, undeniably, right? How many times you're testing and holding and scamming down, but hey, rallying. I mean, you hit your lowest price today since the 28th. Clearly, buyers are undeterred by this. And maybe it's just an opportunity to long. Okay, the daily. I don't think we looked at the daily. Oh yeah, we did. We looked at the weekly, the daily. Let's go to Ethereum. Hope you're having a good day. Ethereum holding up better than Bitcoin, being up 0.8%. There are alts up today. The 4 hour, this is right, scamming around. I mean, talking about a pretty big swing there. Hey, I'm Ethereum. I'm at 1769 and I'm at 1810. Over 2% swing, and this all happened within the past like hour, maybe hour 20 minutes. Right angled descending broadening formation stuff. It's range bound, but that's, I mean, when bids come in like that, you just gotta wonder. It's like, what's happening right now? Is this the partial decline? Is technically not. I don't think it's invalid yet. I mean, but I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? Just like, could we please get resolution for God's sake? I mean, that'd be really nice. Resolve. Gosh dang it. I mean, we've just been hanging out since the 18th of March at the same price. Okay. I mean, remember, on Ethereum, it's different than Bitcoin. Ethereum already broke out. Like, yeah, okay, there is a high at 1850 locally. Sure. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the actual inflection point, the ice line from history. 1700, 1730, and you have clearly breached that, and you're holding it as support, and that would, I believe, make someone be optimistic. I'm optimistic about Ethereum above $1,700 for this long. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's always been resistance for so long, and now it's support. Okay, so 2K probably. XRP, yikes, down 3.5%. Hit its lowest price since March 28th. And it's just pulling back after hitting the levels that were the targets. I mean, that's a target area. It's the next inflection point. But yeah, like what's most likely going to happen on XRP, it's going to end up making a higher low than 42 cents or 35 cents, pivot and rally again to retest those same highs, hopefully break them. You think on the weekly you will see XRP break these levels. This is fine, man. Oh my God, on the new week, we're doing nothing. This is awesome. Yeah, we could look at Shiba. Why not, man? Well, BNB first for, you know. I think you don't need to look at it on the daily or the 4 hour. You just look at the weekly and understand it's still technically fine. Down 1.56% today. It was down more. I know you got to break 350. You haven't done that yet, but you did break the supply line, so I think everything's kind of okay. Yeah. Until I think you start maybe falling below 260, that low, and then yeah, after that it's 220, and 220 is like you're dead. BNB is dead. You're going to $40 if you don't hold 225. Okay, sorry, I'm like tired. Yeah, Shiba. Yeah, it's up nearly 4%. It's fine on the weekly. Definitely fine on the weekly, and it caught some residual tendies off of the Elon Doge joke, but clearly just meh. Someone requested this a couple days ago, and it's like, well, you think it maybe broke a supply line, but it's hard to identify like a second foot maybe of a dragon. But now it's above the 200-day moving average. Working on a bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 39 minutes if it can stay where it's at or higher. And this is a tough one because there is no inflection point, real major inflection point. We know them, 885 and 1300. You're in the dead middle, so it's, you know, it's not easier. I mean, you're always looking for those inflection points from history, man, the big ones. And if it's not there, then your argument's just not going to be that as strong as it could be as if an asset was testing its inflection points and doing all the things we look for at those levels. So like a good example of that was, you know, like Shiba at the beginning of the year or the end of last year, the beginning of this year, where it's like, oh, it's completing a type 2 return of a harmonic at an inflection point of sorts, right? Oh yeah, like a high from September 2021. There are better examples too of what I'm talking about, but that was like a great area where it was just no doubt that's an awesome area. Here it could be questionable if it's a good area or not. Right, but the bottom already got put in, you think, of the entire downtrend, you know, at least for now, before a long extended common retrace from the highs up there. I think that bottom got put in, and you're just putting it one low, the second low now, and maybe, just maybe, a third low. Going back to that weekly, these are the same lows. Maybe you'll get your first higher low on the weekly here. For a pivot, you haven't really even pivoted that much. You're kind of like you're the same price you were at the beginning of March. You know, it's like 1 month range here. Yeah, need more. Got to make a higher high eventually too. But yeah, there were other altcoins that were up today. We didn't look at, like Bitcoin Cash. You know, bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 37 minutes on this one. Optimistic on it because it's kind of like a third valley here. The crazy level. I mean, that is a buying signal. Like, whatever. Like, you know, you can refute it. It can fail. But when an asset does something like that, and then all these years later, buyers defend the support and then a formal back test. I just can't get away from that. And yeah, you're just going to chop around. Okay, but that right there is, you know, you'd think the consequence would be, oh, it's time to go to $200 eventually. Yeah. This is near basement stuff, so just put your alert right above 133.64 to know. You know, 133.64 is the COVID crash low, so I think that's where the price action could be matched if you break that for real. And you've had a couple. Look, these are failed breakouts. Buyers couldn't do it. There's too much supply here, but eventually, the good news is, like, you failed, and then what did you do when you failed? You then sold off and then got that formal back test. So that's like the more recent event than failing to break out, I think. So, okay, good luck, everybody, on the cash of Bitcoin. Great, man, great. Let's look at Band again. Band is just, it kind of like Doge, right? But the issue is you're just like at the top of the range again, and just for the life of you, or for the life of the buyers, they cannot breach it. So real. Candle closes and wicks. So much correlation there, and you're not breaking it. You just think maybe 1 and 2 and 3, triple bottom, whatever. Let's look back at Cardano. It's kind of okay. I mean, like, it's in a downtrend and it's not made a higher high in years. But in getting close to, if some buyers come in, like say Bitcoin doesn't collapse here, doesn't go down to 26,600, 26,700, which is the bottom of that mega rectangle we've been in for a couple weeks, then, you know, maybe Cardano is going to break out 41.3 cents and put in its first effing higher low in a very long time. So you give me a higher low, then a higher high. What? That's uncharacteristic of this asset for a very long time. So maybe the winds of change are upon thee. Just have your alert set up, okay, so you know. All right, let's shift gears to the S&P 500 that had a very good day. Well, it's not a good day. It's been like a good few days. Highest daily candle close on the S&P 500 since mid-February. Being above 4,058 spectacular, because that's an inflection point, and it could be, you know, it could manifest into $4,200, $4,300. You put in that higher low, you know, that's fantastic. You're above the 200-day moving average. So there is like accumulation going on. Yeah, I can't make this chat box work. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just... Sorry. Maybe I could do something else. Let's see. Where is it, man? I can't find this source. All right, let's try this real quick. Boom. Here it is, the alt. We've been here before, right? Act like you've been there before. Where chat box is broken. All right, I'm acting like it. We're good now. We have real price action on Bitcoin on the 4-hour. Right in front of us always. Never got to revert back to it. It's there. Okay, so the rally continued across the index funds. Dow Jones being, I think, the strongest performer today, being up 0.98%, and, you know, now eclipsing the high from March 7th. That's really good. Okay, so extend out this supply line here. And now, I mean, you have some more adversity. 33.7, 34.280. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to be done here, but man, maybe this is just like turning into, you know, like a descending broadening wedge of sorts, right? Nearing a breakout. Not bad. And the reason this is of the energy, right? I mean, elephant in the room. If you have a pulse today in the financial markets, you know what happened with Saudi Arabia cutting 500,000 barrels of oil. So that happened last night, actually. We talked about it briefly.
Morris super chatted $30. Keep it real, Mr. Ray. Love you and the tenacity and perseverance that you bring.
Thank you, Anonymous, for the... Wait, no. Eric Morris, thank you for the $30 super chat. Wow. I really appreciate that. Yeah, man. Perseverance. You must persevere. You must have persistence. I would say, if anyone ever asked me, which most people don't want to ask me about, like, you know, the journey to success in the wild, like, no one cares, and that's fine. But, like, you know, I would say that persistence was certainly the number one like attribute to getting to where I've gotten to in life over everything, of course, and there's quotes for that and all that, but yeah, persistence, man. Like doing things that you maybe don't want to do, you know, and there will be days where you don't want to do it. Like I don't want to go live. I don't want to scan charts. I don't want to, you just do it anyway. You build a habit. But I think like persistence, but in order to be optimally persistent, one must have passion behind the persistence, because I don't think you can truly be persistent long term with that passion. So persistence and passion, maybe the two. All right. Thank you, dude. So Dow Jones, let's go, man. Energy that we all thought it's over, dude, and it's not. I mean, this is news-driven stuff. This happens. I mean, the long-term uptrend on oil, it seems like, you know, energy stocks probably not over. Oh my God! After double topping at global 1.618s with bearish divergence on the weekly, doesn't even matter. Because it's like really like problem. We got problems with energy. Energy crisis back on the menu, boys. This is great, man, on the NASDAQ. And down 0.27%. And the reason why it's down today is tech. Tech didn't do too well. But, man, the breakout's very real. I mean, anything above $12,000 is everything. I get it. You did up thrust. You've up thrusted. Look, we know that's the level. It's manufactured the first two times. Okay, everything correlates to it after that. So the price got above that inflection point from history in June of last year. It was an up thrust, a breach above, but temporarily before dumping again. Up thrust, another up thrust in September of last year, like another up thrust at the beginning of February, and once again you're back above it, and just optimistic with a piercing line that this is real and you're gonna run to 13K and make a higher high again. That would be spectacular. So IWM, that had been really kind of struggling, it's still, you know, it's only up 0.04%, but an identified piercing line reversal at the key levels of levels, right? Just to reiterate, the absolute best areas to identify Japanese candlestick reversals are at or near inflection points. Like just a great example on the IWM of another piercing line reversal. It was right at the level, the ice line, and it turned into a rally, right? Of course, though, it wasn't sustained, because that's just the trend, the way things were. But just saying, right? I mean, you want to look for Japanese candlestick reversals at inflection points. You're going to have the strongest arguments for them. I think it would be the highest reliability. So I think, like, if this is real, I think there's a gap to fill at 180, 150. I think, like, maybe it's just been like there's only a finite amount of money out there. So when one sector does well, the other's not going to do as well. And the way things still look on these tech stocks, these leisure entertainment stocks, it's good, man. Like, they still look fine. Glad to hear people like my face. Thank you for the face like. Okay, there are your index funds. Let's look at gold. It was like, yeah, flattish, you know. I don't know. I mean, it technically engulfed. Buyers are defending 1963, highest daily candle close since the 23rd of March, and March-in. I think the 886 is going to be tested 2020. Have your alert set up. Gold's probably going to all-time highs in the next year. Within the next year, we're going to see all-time highs on gold. And I think that's a fundamental thing going on. We got the U.S. dollar is under attack. I mean, there is a war going on. Multiple entities with OPEC, Russia, Saudi Arabia, you know, all Brazil now, right? What happens today in Russia, like, the yuan is now, there's more transactions happening via yuan than the US dollar for the first time in Russia today. These things are, and tomorrow, something will come out. There will be a piece of news that comes out that is bad for the US dollar, and you can just see it all unraveling slowly. It's like a slow train crash going on to the US dollar. So that means something like gold's monthly is going to probably flourish. And this is maybe the whole narrative of a cup with handle is, oh, the US dollar's losing hegemony. So a bullish engulfing candle confirmed last month, and now follow through that will take us probably this month. We'll probably see 2080. If you look at the monthly, it looks like we're about to go see 2080, and then you break it, and then it's like $2,500, $3,000 gold. Yep. Positive Momo building. And guess what? Gold on the monthly, the RSI is in the bullish control zone. Here it is. That's great. It just did it too. Look at that. Dude.
Oh, would you look at that?
I don't think it's probably not a joke. I know it's failed before, but a lot of upside potential. Okay. Silver is the exact same situation, just lesser. Not at 60, right? But that massive bullish engulfing candle, that massive back test of the 2006, 2008 high. This is just like that. That's a buying signal on the monthly for silver. I hope you understand that. There's hidden bullish divergence, levels defended above 200s, engulfings. The argument on silver is impeccable right now for a long-term hold, meaning, oh, I'm gonna hold. This is like the argument so strong. It's like one could, if they could find it. I don't think you can. This is the problem. Good situation for silver to own spot or own freaking physical silver, because this is going to take so long to play out. But again, that's when it's like that. Normally the free markets, the physical silver is hard to come by. Same with gold. So you can just hold GLD or SLV or something. But yeah. Yeah, and then of course the miners, gold and silver miners, you know, we've already looked at them. They are works of art. Some of them are works of literal art. I don't know, it'll make this the precious metals channel or anything, but that's the category. I mean, you have some tech turning around, metals, and maybe energy now, dude, right? I mean, remember anyone, what was it, something like SWIN, Southwest Energy Company? I want to check on this one again. No, it's really not doing much. It played, at inverse head and shoulders played out, and then it was just like done. Dang, man, this is it a wedge? I don't think it's a wedge, but if it just you think about if it makes a high or low. I just want to check out some of these energy stocks today. Let's go to U.S. oil to pay honor, of course, to the entire sector. But yeah, look at this, like 6% up, gapped up above $78, which is the mega inflection zone from history, taking you back to yesteryear. You know what happens above this level.
If you bought NVDA at $134, what does the TA say about selling?
So Rob, I don't know, we'll look at it. How about that? That's all I can say. We'll look. So with US oil, this is all news driven. A gap normally fills. Think about it filling the gap before running higher. Was there a supply? I don't know, man. It was really hard to, like, how do you even have a supply line? Was it here? No, let's adjust. If you adjust, I guess it broke out, you know. Maybe it broke out and then back to, it's really, how do you gauge that? Not very helpful. Normally you want to like have TA help you, like contrive an argument so you can make money on it potentially. And when an asset isn't really doing that, it's like, okay, I don't even care. But man, you know, really in the end, was that what it was? It was just like a falling wedge, kind of. Broke out, back tested, now going. But you gotta wonder, now, what would a target be if this was a wedge? And that was the bottom, which we don't really know. Sorry, my mic's in your face. 50% retrace, 96.94. Brandon's not going to get that $60 oil he was wanting. I think for a falling wedge, it targets 50% and 61.8%. Two targets up there. If it's going to play out, we'll see. We got less than 20 minutes till your daily candle close. Let's look at natural gas real quick. Normally I don't like, and we can look at gasoline futures too. We'll look at gasoline futures right now. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Like it really is a work of art. I mean, this is, look at gasoline, chat. All the makings of a Velocity athlete, almost like Shopify since the bottom, right? Gasoline futures yesterday hit its highest level since October. The national average for how much it costs at the pump. Highest multi-month highs. The Momo shift, the completed harmonic, you gotta believe this is 316, 341, 363 up there in time. I mean, if this is real, what's going on with all this stuff with the energy, you know, the oil cuts, supply cuts,
hey, Mitch,
probably, you know, it probably
AI
going up there.
Stocks. Came across $vary, it's lagging, but I think I see something in it. Any technical advantage? Thoughts?
Hey, Truck Talk, thanks so much for the first super chat ever. This is a new addition. Finally, YouTube changed something and they didn't break something else. Where if you tip for the first time via super chat, it shows it. Do y'all see that also in the YouTube chat? What I'm seeing? Celebrate the first super chat from Truck Talks. Trogdor. We'll look at Vericitium, maybe. We will look, and everyone else can see it too. Very cool. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Okay, gasoline futures is primed for much higher prices. So hoard your gas. Go to the gas station and you know, do what Clown World does, where they pump the bed of the truck full of gasoline and they drive off. Go do that, I guess. Right? Is that what this means? Or, you know, start riding on your electric scooter until this thing plays out. Aggressive targets would be 389 and 433, the top of the harmonics. So, okay. Now we'll go to natural gas, and then I think it would probably be cool to look at the some of the energy stocks, just check them out. You know, and to run some errands today. But you'll never guess which primary errand I ran. Where is it? Oh my God, there it is. And natural gas, people are like, is it bottoming out? We're asking, like, can we get a signal? Can we get some sort of like signal, like a candle? It's like, wow, look at that, how bad that is. Oh, bullish engulfing candle above the inflection point on Friday, and then today just gaps down. Pathetic, right? Like closes Friday like that, where it's almost like that's a signal maybe, and then opens down like 6%, and then intraday went as low as being down 9%. I don't know how you can want to mess with natural gas right now. This is worse than an S coin. But yeah, maybe it's trying to one low the second low. Maybe, man. Okay, have fun with that, dude. Jesus. Okay, so coffee futures had a good day today. Peabody Energy, orange juice cannot be stopped, will not be stopped. It is the king. All right, we must declare Jesus chimes. Orange juice, not only highest daily candle close of all time in human history. Humans been around tens of thousands of years as we know it, right? And orange juice has never been this high. That was intraday, and where those, you know, humans, we used to be monkeys, right? Where those human monkeys closed the day was the highest level ever. So Jesus chimes. All right, 283.55 is the 1414 fib extension. So I eat an orange like every day now. Orange or grapefruit. And it tastes so good knowing what this chart's doing. The absolute absurdity of orange juice. And remember how it all started? Remember the classic accumulation, the rule of three? When did things start legging up? After the third major valley got put in. Yeah, I've got an orange tree coming too. So I'll be, you know, growing oranges up here in the penthouse, man. All day, every day. Come by if you want an orange. All right. Okay. So, oh yeah, I didn't even post the link. Here's the link to the Discord. Join it or be destroyed. Thank you.
Cheers clank to all. Grab a golden drock on me.
Oh, Andrew, thanks for the $5
Can we take a look
chat.
at Bituj JK?
Bettis, JK, what's up, Batson, dude?
Is that a join?
We got the national championship tonight in basketball. Sure,
Haircut
UConn's
looks
gonna
great,
take it,
Mitch.
right?
Who is winning the championship today? 0.000399900 BTC.
Probably UConn, right? I mean, you see the way they shoot those threes. It's crazy, man. But San Diego State, you know, they're a good physical team. What's up, Nick?
Since you mentioned CDE last week, it's up 20%. What are your thoughts on it now? The last several times it's got to the $4 to $5 range, it came back down. Thank you.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, I think type 2 return. We'll look at it, Nick. Thank you so much, dude, for the 20. Okay, let's move on. Now, not many other notable, you know, commodities today. Let's just knock out those requests. Let's go to the quad screen though, real fast. Where, as you can see, the sheer absurdity at this battleground heartline area, the midpoint of the rectangle. Buyers are trying, they're failing, they're trying. It's just, wow, back and forth, chop city, man. Ethereum's holding up a little bit better than Bitcoin actually, right? 60 minute. And look how close you are to a breakout. I mean, Ethereum is a mere 1.63% away from a breakout that would take ye to $2,000+. That's nothing. What's Bitcoin? How far away is it from its breakout? A little bit further. Yeah, look at the difference, man. I mean, Bitcoin is 3.4% away from a breakout, and Ethereum's only 1.63% away. Wow. What's going to happen if Bitcoin rallied and only got like halfway there? Ethereum's going to be breaking out. It looks like XRP broke that little channel that was inverse correlated to BNB. And then BNB just a couple hours ago hit its lowest price since mid-March. It has been, you know, trying to rally here. So, all right. I guess we can also look at total real fast. How you feel about Elon, Doge, and OPEC, Jonathan?
I like turtles.
Oh, thanks so much, Jonathan. All right. Here's total. Just at that 1.17 trillion. You know, that's the local high there. Just right below the key levels from, I don't know. I mean, it's, what's the key level? I mean, there's just these different valleys here. There's the peak from January 2021. So you're just right at that. I mean, that might be the level, you know, more so. It's just all over the place. But yeah, you're virtually at those levels. And there is no real bearish divergence. And that's like why everyone's so bearish, man, because it's already rallied and it's going sideways. But it's like you would say it's bearish only because it's going sideways. You're not saying it's bearish because there's some sort of discernible edge on a significant time scale. Same with Bitcoin. There's no edge. There's nothing like implying a reversal to the downside's coming. If it happens, that's the way it goes. But there's nothing like saying it's greater than 50% chance that Bitcoin's going down next for real, like a wave down on the daily's happening. So same thing with total. It's just bullish convergence, but is up against a resistance. So you can't be that surprised if it pulled back here, but nothing's saying that. Oh my god, dude. Alright, let's go to these requests now. First request was NVDA. Yeah, NVDA. For old Rob. Yeah, NVIDIA is the king, man. The king of kings. And it's been like that. I'm not kidding. Like NVIDIA, since 2013, 14, best performing stock in the world. I mean, it's like Bitcoin levels of percentage increase. I know it's not an all-time. I'm just talking about the way it does, man. Like this right here, this was a cycle of, this was a run of runs. A run of runs. And I'm talking, it's been going up like this forever. I know there've been pullbacks and stuff, but this is serious. And it makes all the sense in the world, man. AI, semiconductors, they power the world, man. So anyway, the highest daily candle close on NVIDIA since March 29th, you're about to be saying since December 2021. In a couple days, it's probably going to be like that. Have an alert set up at 290. But you said if you went in at 134, dang, man, how'd you get in at 134? You must have been getting way down here. My God. I mean, nothing wrong with a 786 or an 886 pullback, because I think like what's going to happen. Something like this is going on. Well, that's a little shallow, but I mean, that's probably what's going on here. It's a wave, right? And the wave will end. But this gentleman is up 100. He's over doubled his money at this point. So I think there's still some more room to run if you're talking about Fibonacci-ing from the all-time high. But yeah, I mean, you'd say 289 is where a reaction could occur. Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably going to make it to one of these deep fib nodes, 295, 319. What does the TA say about selling? It's not so much about what it's saying about selling. There is now bearish divergence developing on the MACD histogram a little bit. The high, then the higher high, lower levels. The RSI is just overbought, not really showing bearish divergence. So yeah, it's kind of hard up here to like, okay, I mean, anytime, but probably 786, 886. All right. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My mic's muted. Okay, listen to me. Veritone is a request from Chalk Talks, his first super chat ever. So what I was saying before I muted myself accidentally was this asset has made an 88% retrace. So it's at the magic area. The area you always want an asset to be at when you start constructing an argument for a reversal. You're at that spot. Good. All right. So nothing really makes sense looking left. I mean, 374 is an inflection point. Other than that, though, I mean, there's one at like 683 maybe. But look, you look at this, keeping it simple. A rectangle range created at that 88, 92% retrace level from the COVID crash low to that highest high. Okay, so what just happened 2 days ago? Buyers broke the price back above the range low, right, which was June 16th. And today, a formal back test of what was once a support has become support again. That's pretty good. And I would say that there is a very slight amount of hidden bullish divergence. Just a little bit. Might just be enough on the oscillators. So if you were going to trade, it's tough, man. You got to say, like, what happens like if it goes down to 536 or something? Yeah, maybe. I mean, but got to think practically about that first low before the rally and then that first high. That's what gives you your range. The first low, the first high. And everything else will correlate to it, chopping around, but that's it. So you were at your really low risk area to at least enter and set up and strategize a stop loss, right? With entry would be like now. So it's a good request in that regard, because most assets are not doing that. One could be really conservative and have a stop even below 536. And in target, I mean, you look at this. You have a 3.6 to 1 reward to risk just taking profit at that December high. And you'd have at the top of the range taking profit. It's a 5.07 to 1 reward to risk. I mean, that is a way one could size this up, right? Because it's not just, it's the first low. No, man, the sellers tried already. They've already tried to push the price to 374 and they failed. But now you're telling me for a second effing time, they failed. So it's a confirmation low. You're at that basement area globally, right? The COVID crash low, the high, right? Everything's kind of set up here for higher prices. And if you fail, here's the thing about it, man. All right, all these trades, right? The best ones, we know it could fail. We don't know if it's going to 862 or 969. We just know we can strategize an entry here close to this level, and if it fails, it falls below the areas, and then the argument just kind of becomes crap for owning it. You don't want to own it below those levels, because it's the whole reason why you're long is the breakout back, or the break in, the spring back testing of spring air stuff going on, right, in the past couple days. Does that help? That was for Chalk Talks. Let me know, man. Might as well just publish this, you know. It's educational, man. It's like you're doing the right thing. Like, they're not all going to play out. Some are going to fail. A lot are going to fail sometimes. But, this is like technical indicator, and it's trend analysis, meaning it's a no trend, range-bound asset at the bottom of the range. In fact, a failed bearish breakdown and recovery back above it. Okay. Yeah, we got a new day, Jesus Chomps. There it is. Hype in the chat.
Hype in the chat!
Just like, again, man, it's education-centric stream, right? So definitely trying to enrich your life, or at least add value to it, to some degree. And this could have been not helpful at all. But, again, if just a couple people out there got value from that analysis of this, that's the whole point. TA. This is real TA. Real TA stuff. I don't even know. Hold on. Okay, wow, man. You look at this and you say, dang, dude. Might as well just go long tomorrow. And set up that stop and move along, sir. Yeah. All right, next request. Give me audio check. Audio check. Like a right now audio check. Yeah, well, I guess UConn. I don't know, man, right? You think UConn, but dude, it's basketball. And San Diego State's a very physical team. A big team.
RRC, please, Mr. Kang.
Sub G-Dog, thanks, man. Yeah, we'll look at RRC. But in terms of, I just like, you know, can San Diego State's physicality, can it prevent UConn from taking so many effing three-point shots? Because there's no way to beat UConn if they are as accurate as they were in the Final Four match against Miami. There's no way. San Diego State would stand a chance. No way. That's still stupid, you know, Brad. I mean, that's like, okay, but that's dumb. Hopefully, as long as you think there's like some sort of like, you know, disclaimer for them or something, you know? I don't know. So CDE was next for Nick Kitchen. When Nick living room or Nick bathroom. Yeah, CDE up 2.51% today, hitting its highest price since January 27th, where it topped out. But this is like a spring back test almost, you know, March 281. It's this low from May of 2019. And it's the weekly, though. The weekly is all telling here. And it is a type 2 return. This is like back to hyper bullish on this asset. Anything above 363 equals hyper bullish. And now the fact that we have some sort of very real second low, slightly higher than the first low, bullish convergence, right next to the bullish control zone. You're on breakout, mega local breakout watch, where this, it's almost like an ascending triangle reversal at this point. Look, that's an ascending triangle reversal on CDE. I know we got the second low, the double bottom, man. But you get it? You see, like, there's a sell wall at 436, and if 436 breaks, is good night. Your 743 target. So yeah, it's spectacular. It was great, and you know, had to pull back, and it's still great. Yeah. UConn's just been there before. They're just, I don't know, man. They just turned it on. Wow, whoever that was, thanks so much to whoever you were. Warp World, thank you for the 77 cents of Cardano. Jesus chimes for the 77-cent contribution of Cardano. Type in the chat. Type in the chat. Much higher prices on CDE. Minimum 573 for the 200-week moving average, and then 743 after that. RRC for GDOG. Range Resources Corporation, sweat down in it. Oh yeah, I've been here. I've got memory of, oh my god. Yeah, dude, look at this. RRC on the weekly. The high from 1981, the high from 1983, the low from 2006, the low from 2008, the low from 2015-16. It is now a low again, and it's some sort of wedge bullish consolidation structure. Buyers defending this, and that's such a big level. It's been tough, man. Almost like a descending triangle. Like lower highs, you know, constant lower highs, like whatever, like that. I mean, it's not perfect. I know, dude. It's like life-changing contribution. Should we put him as the top Jesus? So you could try to, like, man, you're playing almost mental gymnastics to say it's a wedge, you know? It's like, okay, I guess that's... It's like, not really. It's like the buy wall. Like there is a wall of buying at this level of all levels. It's like if each chart was its own book, this would be like, you know, the legendary chapter of the book is this $23 to $24 range, this level. And you're holding it for now. So that's all I could really give you. It is technically down sloping, isn't it? Yeah, the problem is, like, where do you anchor here, or do you just say, all right, forget it, let's include it all, you know, the candle high close, the wick, the candle close. It's almost like trying to break out now if you anchored it that way. It's really kind of tough here. Doesn't make it easy, does it? If you were going to be really conservative, you would say no breakout till like there, you know. Well, that's kind of just what you got going. That's not bad. I mean, very easy to say, hey, I want nothing to do ever with this asset below $23, because you know what happens below $23? Almost every single time. I mean, you go straight down to 1560, right? So that high from 1997. That's interesting. Interesting chart here on RRC Connect. Nice, dude. What would I expect from? Would I expect anything else from GDOG? Requesting something that looks pretty good, interesting anyway. No, I would not expect anything less. That's why he's a hype king in the Discord. He earned that right a long time ago. I'll post that too. We got a few new people in the Discord. Welcome. Join the Discord if you haven't. It's where the conversation continues when this live stream inevitably ends. Oh, weird inflection. Discord.com.gg/MitchRayTA. There it is. Bet one, then bet two. Was it really 77 cents, or is it broken? Hold on. I see bet one, then bet two, and I'm like, this isn't a joke contribution. There's something wrong with OneUp the API, and Coinbase, how it works. I guarantee you he bet me, not bet, his name's Bet. He tipped me more than 77 cents. I now recall this was a problem that was happening on certain cryptos through this app. So let me check. I'm going to open Coinbase and see here. Nope, after saying all that, I'm wrong. It was literally a 77-cent tip. Okay, we can go nuts again. Okay, let's go to IDEX for closing fast.
Ty, happy Easter. Please pray with your loved ones. KKE.
You sent 2 ADA as a test. Okay, well, it worked. It's just bet 1 then bet 2. It works, but it won't. You know, it has to be a $3 contribution to actually be eligible for the TTS, like it talks, and you can see it on the screen, just based on what you know. People try to tip $1 and spam $1 and just spam stuff, and yeah. So it worked. It definitely worked, dude. Thank you. What's up, Eric? Happy Easter to you. 6 days till the Jesus rises again. Yeah. All right, let's go to a closing fast request real quick. By the way, we had a couple new patrons join. Jorge and 90 Degree Branding. And just now, moments ago, like a couple minutes ago, thank you so much to Eclectic Ed. Thank y'all for joining the Patreon. I really appreciate it. I know we had a few new members rejoin in the Citadel. Maybe not. Crypto Ghost and St. Thomas. If I forgot to thank you, say thank you. Thank you. All right, now let's go to that for IDEX BUSD. All right, here we go. Here we go. Well, I mean, you can't say it's not the basement, but dude, it's like, let's just say this. It's at IDEX at the same price it was at in May of last year. Oh, it's like a dead asset. It's like it doesn't move anymore, right? Yeah, sure, dude. It's M shape or something. I don't know, man. Like, what happens when it falls back down to these levels again? I look at something like this. I get why you might have requested it, but just remember, it's so useless, and it's the same price it was at a year ago. It doesn't move much. I just think there are far superior assets to put your limited amount of money. We all have finite money, so let's look for the best arguments for a long. And then guess what was a better argument than IDEX? Very, VERI, the one I made a trade setup on just moments ago. So I'm just not really like, maybe if it stays above 40 or 4.7 cents long enough, that might be the cutoff. You get out. If it fails there, stop loss below that, let it ride. But who knows how long you'll be letting it ride. It's just better assets, dude. Way better assets that exist out there for you to put your money than this. I appreciate the contribution, though. You know I do. All right. Eric, did you want E, or you know? That was the last request, right? Yeah. Any spa? E? Are you Ian? Did something. Mr. Chicken, what do you mean enjoy my food? What does that mean? What does that mean, Mr. Chicken? Did you do something? Because I've never used that before, okay? Never used it. Alright, bet 1 then bet 2. Let's see if this thing plays out, if it works. Because it did show up before. Let's, come on. E, here's your E, Eric. I know you didn't probably request this, but dang, dude, it's like double topping at the reflection or inflection point from 1998. But look at this gap up, up 5% today. If it breaks $30, bye bye. See you at way higher prices. You ordered Grubhub, dude. How does it work, dude? Could you like post like screenshots of what you did? There it is, bet one, then bet two. Boom. Boom.
Bet one then bet two tipped $29.08. This was for the good run on ADA today. NFTs accepted here too? 75.0000008 ADA.
You can send my wallet an NFT. People have done that before. It's on the Rarible website though. That link is in the description, I believe. And if not, Brad, you want to send my Rarible link or something? I don't know. Yeah, I accept NFTs. Sure. I accept Beanie Babies. Thank you for the $30 worth of Beanie Babies right there, man. It's first Cardano request in a while. But I think you can, I don't know, man. I think you have to like pay to get like the exotic cryptos to be able to tip them or something. Did you have to pay for that? Bet one, then bet two? Like, dang, Julian.
Today marks my 26th month to the day since I found your stream. Thanks for everything. Can you look at Axie Infinity and Hut? One more tip coming, Kangs.
Thank you, Julian. 26 months, man. Happy anniversary of my stream, man. Very grateful to have you and everyone else that gets value out of this, or, you know, like, I appreciate it, man. Feedback's important. You don't have to tip me to say like you're grateful or whatever. If I'm a positive impact on your life, it is motivation. Like, it definitely empowers me to continue. It makes being persistent easier. All right, Julian. All right, man. Thank you, dude. Okay, so we had Axie Affinity first. On KuCoin. Well, maybe. I don't know. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is gross, man. Never been here before. I'm kind of impressed. Not a good chart, man. I mean, I'm very grateful always for the contributions to this 100% crowdsourced stream, of course, right? And you can do that by requesting an asset. But I'll say, like, some requests are better than others based on traditional technical analysis arguments, and this isn't a very good one. This is like a loser scam, all-time lows. And is it gonna complete an M shape? I mean, you're probably like, hey man, I maybe see an M shape, and it's like, maybe it's completing soon. Oh, he's like, it's a Gartley, maybe. He's maybe, yeah, you identified a Gartley. Okay, I'll be surprised if it doesn't go to the 886, right? Which it almost did, you know, like, okay, maybe, let's see what happens. I don't know, I wouldn't long it, I wouldn't take action on it, but this is what you got going. Maybe that. Give yourself a high or low, man. I don't know, I would say there are many assets out there you could long, and they look beautiful, and wow, it'd be a great time. But this one's just, why even? It's not the next Bitcoin. It's not going to do what XRP did. It's not going to do what Doge did. You get real lucky, though. ADAA isn't a request. Smaller coin on ADA was up 30% today. Oh, yeah? It's not a request, though. ADA. 21 Cardano, what? Hold on. AADA on what, the Swiss stock market or something? 21 shares, Cardano ETP. What is going on? I don't know, dude. It's whacked out. Okay, let's see here. No, you just follow the link? Okay, that's good. I didn't know that. That's great. People can tip in Cardano, man. Let's go to Hut, which is a crypto miner. I'm sure he's probably doing fine. Oh yeah, dude, this is composite operator stuff going on here, man. Oh my goodness. All right, this is a good request. Okay, we got some stuff seriously going on here. $1.60, a peak from February 2020, June 2020. Buyers have just successfully back tested that level as support. It's almost like, I mean, I know it could go lower, and you know, whatever, below 160, you're out. You want nothing to do with this asset. But until it falls below that $1.60 level, you could say definitely momentum is shifting here. And it's a very recognizable, identifiable looking structure. We all know and love this, right? It could just be an inverse head and shoulders, and the right shoulder is a spring back test. Here's the evidence, Larry. The spring back test of an inflection point from years ago. I say that's very good. You're above the 200-day moving average. I bet you a golden cross has already happened, right? The golden cross, there it is. Late March 22nd is when the 50-day simple moving average bullishly crossed over the slower 200-day simple moving average. There we go, man. Good stuff. Yeah, Hut looks primed for more upside if 160 holds. There's a gap that's unfilled there, so that could easily fill. Come down and complete an M shape too. But until then, rejoice until 160 is broken by the sellers. 208's a level though that you gotta be cognizant of. That's what it's failed to break just recently in late March. So breaking 208, I think it could take you to 350 plus. Fairway Ninja, thank you so much, dude, for joining the Citadel, man. Let's play some Jesus chimes. Thank you, dude. It's the Fairway Ninja, man. In the chat. Really appreciate that, man. Okay, so those are those two. Julian, I hope that helped, man. You know, this one's definitely okay-ish. It's promising. You could be optimistic above 160. Let's go to the weekly. The weekly. Yeah, it's 160, 150 on the. It's 150 to 160 really. Anything above that level, you're safe. You're good. And like, look, I mean, just right there, that high from 2019, and then price action correlated to it ever since, right? And just again, you did it. So, okay, 146 on the weekly, you're safe. And the upside, I think, could take you to 350 eventually. So, not bad, man. Hut. You want to see some S? Why don't you take a look at some of these silver miners? Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. NEWP, new P. Breakout above 287. Have your alert set up. GATO. Look at this. Up 4.29%, man. Gone. Bullish engulfing. Highest daily candle close in a long time, since beginning of last year. USAS. Look at this, Larry. Up 4% today. Almost 4.2%, let's just say.
Is that a joint?
Okay, so, I mean, listen to me, chat. This is not a joke. I just need to make sure if you're watching the stream, you're like cognizant, you're aware of like, hey, what's happening today on UAS or USAS, the low of lows, the ice line from 2016. It was breached on Thursday. Friday, back tested. Today, back tested, and you held. You tested the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since February 6th. This is a completed M shape. The upside is ungodly, unbelievable upside. Stupid upside. 69 cents from here is the target minimum. Good God. Already looked at the CDE. What about FSM? Dude, unbelievable. Fortuna. Wisham Bona Fortuna approaching the neckline 412, which is an ice line, ancient ice line, breaking that $6. Look at this. You just can't tell me like it's not unreal. Yeah, AG. That's gold, isn't it? EXK was up 2% today. Quasimodo looking A, but breakout. Yeah, you broke out. I mean, you see what happened today? EXK, highest price since June of last year, highest daily candle close since June of last year. And you just got to wonder, like, if it actually broke out and was real. I mean, you know it's going to like 480 plus. Go all day SVM. Look at this. Highest price since April 19th of last year. It's out of this world, man. It really is. These miners, dude. They're mouth-watering. Gold miners not so crazy. HMY had a good day today. Highest price since May of last year. But I mean, just look at how it started, you know. It's great, man. I mean, we look at AG, First Majestic Silver. We didn't, like, it had dumped and now it, oh my God, it dumped and then pumped. The gap filled today. But yeah, it's like similar. It's like a type 2 return. Wow. This really is a type 2 return of 2 returns. Should make a movie called that. This is, yeah, it's ungodly. Look at this. This is an ice line that takes you where? Oh my God. It was the 2007 high, the 2008 high, the 2018, 19 lows. Look at that spring back test. And you're trying to tell me your buyer's defending it for a second time, or like it's the first time you're testing it, but it's one low, the second low completing an M shape. It is absolutely unbelievable. Like, this should go down in the friggin' history books or something, right? How will we anchor it from the top there? You know, like which one is it like that? If you do that, it's like trying to break out 1 and 2 and then 3. And if that's the case, and then really 4. Because look what it rallied, it tested that supply line and then gapped down and has rallied and is now like virtually breaking out. AG, yeah, breaking a supply line that goes back to January of 2021. Wow, man, I don't even know what to say. This really is spectacular stuff, man. This is like a once in a few year opportunity. It takes a few years for this whole argument to construct. Wow, it's like a trade setup. Yeah, it's like stop loss below 550, 1240, 20 plus bucks, man. Unreal. That's what dreams are made of. Okay, sorry, Bitcoin. Still sucks. Can't do anything for weeks now. What's going on the new day in crypto? Nothing great. SNX up 1.2%. Still above. This is whack, man. This is anything above 250 in great shape, but I mean, it falls below it so often and then gets back above it so often. It's just, I don't even know. Like the sport's just being just made a mockery of, you know, but still there, still broken out. 350 if it holds, but you know, what's this thing gonna do? I don't know, man. Nothing else really up, everything's down, so. All right, so I mean, like, dude, we could go to, you know, some of these unreal looking. Look at this, man. COP, it's over, man. It's over, and it just gaps up, goes up 9%. Again, there's absolutely no technical reason why any of this happened on the energy stocks. It's actually just wow. OPEC's like. Everyone's like, okay, Brandon's in charge of this country. Brandon, this guy who's like, shouldn't be there, can't even speak. The establishment's all behind him. I mean, it's like he's a puppet. So like everyone in the world that's like, you know, they're like real countries. They're like, hey man, why are we doing this still with this buffoonery, this joke? So everyone's just turning on the U.S. diplomatically. Everyone's collectively working together to turn on the U.S. because the people in power are making it be like that. But that's kind of maybe the goal anyway. Isn't the goal of like the World Economic Forum is to virtually make the West, you know, lose its quality of life so everyone else in the world can catch up. So therefore equity, therefore, you know, neo-global communism. Perfect. It is pretty insane to see. I mean, this is, I don't know, this has literally never happened in the history of the United States. Anything like this. Nothing's happened like this. I think it's like what can happen when, you know, an entire, like, all the different institutions of our country have been compromised and completely infiltrated, hijacked. I think it's just crazy though, man. You know, we're kind of done with the stream, right? I mean, like, yeah, charts, okay, cool, but looking at some of these energy stocks, it's crazy, man. You know, looking at them, they're really not that crazy. My God, dude, I'll tell you, Weight Watcher. I think the composite operator is accumulating Weight Watchers. Chat. I think this might be. We'll look back in a year or two and be like, y'all remember that time Weight Watchers, the buyers defended the all-time low from 2015? Y'all remember that? And the composite man was just showing his signature, and then eventually, again, a couple of years later, Weight Watchers is at like $10 or something. I mean, this is like the basement, man. You gotta believe people gonna watch their weight. This is like almost a springback test, you know. It's a higher, you realize like it's so subtle, it's so quiet. This is the way it works. Composite man makes the higher low so subtle you don't even recognize what's going on. It's so quiet. Shh. But dude, it's happening. It's happening. Higher lows are getting put in, and it's all happening at the ice line of ice lines. This is it, man. If you don't long here, you never long. You don't long. Ever. Dude, WWE, speaking of the WWs, right? WWE had its like best like ticket sales, whatever, ever on its last report, man. And it's been going nuts too. Yeah, thanks for 300 likes. Times are tough, man. They got a like depression going on. Wow. So people would ask the question, what happened to Shopify? Oh, I know, dude. And he's like, oh, God, well, what are you going to do, man? It's a bad day for tech and all this, right? I know. But, like, was it really a bad day? No, it was down 0.54%. What do you want, man? Active trade setup, anything above $41.
Hey, seeing some bullishness on 2H for Blur. Can you check it out? Ty.
What's up, Blur? 108 Capital, thanks 15. Yeah, we can look at Blur. Blur Connect. Yeah, Shopify is just like a sleeping giant awaiting being awakened or something. I don't know. I'm personifying Shopify because it's so unbelievably bullish looking. Remember this, okay? Remember it. And then just remember orange juice. A little different, but not really. Not really that much different. It's coming off of a downtrend that's lasted a while, and it's 1, 2, 3. The third valley. The accumulation and then the acceleration after the third low. Yeah, there you go. Someone asked about shop, so you got it. Here's your shop, man. Remember, we would look at the XLY. So I'm just thinking, once we should just look freaking stupid good. XLY is just like an ungodly looking inverse head and shoulders. It didn't do well today. I get it, but how could you look at this and just be like, meh? This is the Terra Luna fractal, the inverse of the Terra Luna fractal. Get wrecked Bitcoin dumping, of course. I just don't. How does this hold? I don't know how this level holds here on Bitcoin chat. Tried. Not this time, dude. It's gonna. If it breaks, you're going back to 26,700. Which is it's the bottom of the rectangle. This is the heart line of it, the midpoint. This shows you how real heart lines are. Once that breaks, that means we have a little. What is it? Got about 3.44% downside on Bitcoin below this level. So good luck though. No one's buying Bitcoin, clearly, right? Win 1 million, chat, in 90 days. How much has it even moved since he even came out with that theory or whatever, that call he made for 1 million Bitcoin? I think it's the same effing price. Yeah, so we're about to break it, man, unfortunately. Buckle up. Not a full moon. What are you talking about? $70 days left. Good luck, Bitcoin. I don't know, man. I don't tell you this, and then the PEG, the PEG. Stupid, man. Remember the PEG? What's the PEG? It's the Leisure Entertainment ETF. Supply line was breached or re-breached. Ice line recaptured from 2015, and your third higher low. I mean, and the hidden bullet. There's so many variables that are screaming that over time what would come next would be something like that. It's crazy, man. Yeah, someone will be like, oh, inverse head and shoulders. Sure, inverse head and shoulders that turns into accumulation. Okay, whatever, man. All right, well, you know, stream's been live for an hour and 40 minutes now, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I appreciate everyone coming out. We got that close. Let's go Doge. Hope it continues for the Doge people. You gotta get it together, Bitcoin, or you are gonna be like kind of double topping on the daily. You know, just you can't just do this. You can't just fail that many times. Buyers are gonna relent. Like more seriously, if we don't. If buyers don't hold this, you know where you're going right back down to that 26.7 level. As you can see how close you are to breaking down. This is it. Sellers get a little aggressive. Yeah, Troc. Oh, I know. It was. And it was great. It was an awesome request. Very good job, man. All right. Well, might see you tomorrow at 26.7 if this doesn't hold, man. Someone's going to come in and start buying. Otherwise, it really was a up thrust, back test of up thrust, and lower high. Oh, and it's distribution, and it's time to mark down. You can't do this for like this long. Okay. So I'll be back. Thanks again. Until next time, respect the TA. Oh yeah, I forgot the blur request. Let me get the blur in. I gotta do the blur. Sorry, dude. We'll do it right now. Sorry. It's the blur. Pretty awful. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, what do you expect, man? Is this really what you wanted, dude? For real? Bullishness on the 2 hour for blur. To me, I look at an asset like this and it's like clearly in the middle of a range, right? I mean, what, you just don't have any data. It's such little data to go off of, man. I look at something like this and I say, I don't care. I move on. I hit the space bar and then I find something else. Now here, look, I'll go back to the normal screen because you know he requested it, he deserves it, but to me, I mean, it was an M shape kind of that completed, not formal. Yeah, too deep here. Sorry, man. I look at this and I just don't care what it does. I don't have to settle. I'm not gonna settle. I only have so much money, so I'm not gonna like try to make some sort of argument develop. All right. Sorry. One Rising Valley. Yeah, Bitcoin, I don't know. It's you can't get it together, man. It's been trying, but it just seems like if that's the most recent event on the 4 hour, that's your third high. One peak, a second peak, a third peak, and a buy wall and so it's like absorption of demand maybe after that on the 4 hour. Just if it holds, it holds. That's great, man. Partial decline still intact, but you just know what happens if it's a real 4 hour close below that level. You have a target about 3.4% down. Okay, so just pray that the heart line holds, man. That's where we are. Multiple week range now. It's beautiful though. It is a beautiful range that has been ungodly respected. Well, you gotta love it, man. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Respect the TA, man. Woman. Alien.